Looking at is, of course, Bandhan Bank. It's preparing for another major balance sheet cleanup, with the board clearing the sale of nearly 7,000 crore rupees worth of bad loans. The portfolio includes microfinance, agricultural and small business loans. We do have Vishwanath Nair joining in on the phone line with some more details. Vishy, over to you.
So this is, since December 22, the third such sale to an asset reconstruction company that the bank will be undertaking. About 7,000 odd crore. This includes roughly 3,200 crore worth of NPAs, while 3,719 crore worth of loans which have been written off in the past. Cumulatively, of course, they're adding up to a little over 6,900 crore. In the last such attempts, the recovery rate has actually been lower. Like, for example, in December of 22, when the bank sold about 8,897 crore worth of loans, at that time they recovered only about 800 odd crore from the asset reconstruction company. Similarly, in December 2023, when they sold 776 crore worth of bad loans, they recovered about 280 crore. This is very typical of bad loan sales that happen across India. But this is a cleanup exercise, and that's how we should look at the situation at Bandhan Bank. In fact, their asset quality numbers sort of stabilized in the September quarter. So from here on, what is expected is that the bank's asset quality will steadily improve. This is after the hit to the microfinance business that took place over the course of the last 1 year, where borrowers were unable to repay loans and they were excessively over-leveraged.
All right, then. So it's a cleanup exercise. Thank you so much, Vishy, for helping us out with all of those details. Then asset quality remains largely stable, and that's something that we see continuing as well when it comes to Bandhan Bank. But let's also move on. Take a look at some of the other counters that are going to be in focus. Like I said at the start of the show, that's an Adani Enterprises that makes it to that list. Add to that RVNL as well, Car Trade Tech. Some of those counters that we're looking at bright and early this morning. In fact, Anushi is joining in with some more details when it comes to some of these counters. Anushi, which are the counters that make it to your list?
Hey, morning, Sharansi. So I'll start off with Adani Enterprises first. Now here, the Adani Enterprises arm, Adani Defence Systems and Horizon Aero Solutions have signed up back, and this is to acquire about 73% stake in Flight Simulation Technique Center. And this is at an acquisition cost of 820 crore. This is the enterprise value that we are seeing for this particular deal. Now, what is the key rationale for this acquisition if we look at? Now, the target company is India's largest independent flight training and simulation provider. Do note that it operates about 11 advanced full flight simulators along with 17 training flight. This acquisition is in line to build a fully integrated aviation services platform, which will create strong opportunities in both the civil and the defense pilot training. So Adani Enterprises in the aviation space, they want to enhance their capabilities there. So this is a big step that we are seeing in terms of this particular acquisition is what we are seeing. But moving on to a couple of other stocks on your radar, RVNL, and this is with a particularly small size of order that we are seeing, but still an important one considering that there has been a pickup from the third quarter expected for all of these railway players. So they've received a 9.6 crore of an order from East Coast Railway, and this is to commission a video surveillance system. Completion period of this is 180 days is what we are looking at. Do note that order book stands at 90,000 crore, but for a player like RVNL, execution is the key now, which would drive the revenue growth going forward. Coming to Voltam Transformers now, they've received a LOI, that's letter of intent, worth 85 crore, and this is from Gujarat Energy Transmission Corp that we are looking at. This is for supply of various ratings of power transformers, and this comes with an execution period of 6 months. Order book stands at about 1129 crore. Last one is Car Trade Tech, wherein there was a large by a capital group, small cap World Fund bought about 3% stake. So that's another important one that we are seeing on radar today. So these are a couple of stocks you should be watching out for.
All right.